All right. Fingers crossed.
There we are. Take two, everybody. Take two. Here we go. Good evening. Welcome back to the show. We did the whole intro thing. The technology wasn't working. I'm not going to go through that again. I don't know if it's out there and on the internet, but we got a whole bunch of people. We got Tom Kinney. We got Mr. Clown. We got Fred and Sherry, Applegate, Laura Post, Jackie Emerson, and little Dana Powers. And our announcer is George Ackles. Okay, so we got through that. So now we're just going to jump. Oh, and there's our live studio audience. Hey, live studio audience. How's it going? Oh, man, what a night. Don't you love technology? So what we didn't do yet, is we didn't introduce our contestants. Gosh dang it. So this first contestant from the Los Angeles area, I met him while I was in the hospital having my hernia fixed. Let's bring him in. John Mizzachi. Did I say that right, John?
Yes, sir. Bingo.
John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I work as a PA in the hospital, giving people drugs and stabbing them with sharp things, and getting paid for it's the only thing and sadomasochism.
Fantastic. Well, welcome to have you here, and just leave the drugs on the computer there, John, okay? All right, this next guy is from Washington, D.C. He just happens to be my nephew, and he's a fine young man. For God's sakes, let's get him out here. Mike Bochnovic and his lovely girlfriend, fiance. What do we got, Mike? Eve, I don't know your last name, but it's Mike and Eve. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, Mike and Eve.
Yeah, she exuberantly said girlfriend, but hopefully fiance soon. Yeah, we're actually celebrating our second anniversary this weekend, Bill. So this is
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. Well, this is the way to do it. You could win $55 tonight, Mike, and boy, really take her out on the town in D.C. there, right? Or
McDonald's finally, maybe.
Pay off a politician. Okay, so I think we all know who's on the show. So we flipped a coin in the back, and John, you get to go first. So John, you get to tell me. Would you like? Where are we at, Shane? Where are we at? Where are we going? There we go. Okay, John, would you like question A or question B?
Do B.
B. Let's go with B. Okay, question B. Here we go. Now everybody plays. John, I'm going to read this out. You think of an answer. You don't say anything until I ask you for it. And everybody plays. You get your pens and your cards up. Here it is, round one. Bob, the baseball player, said, "That second baseman on the other team is a bit strange. After he tagged me on the shoulder, he said blank." So, you know, the baseball playoffs are going. So who won? Did the Dodgers win? Is the game still going on? So the Dodgers won. They've advanced. Okay. So here's a baseball question in honor of the Dodgers winning tonight. Bob, the baseball player, said, "That second baseman on the other team is a bit strange. After he tagged me on the shoulder, he said blank." Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Panelists, give me a thumbs up when you have an answer written on your card. Tom, Kenny, do you think you're ready to go yet? You have something? Or
Yeah, I have something.
Okay, you have something. Should we get going, or do you need to figure it out?
I'm always a fan of get going.
Okay, let's get going. So, Tom, before you say anything, let me go back to John. John, we're going to need an answer from you. Bob, the baseball player, said, that second baseman on the other team is a bit strange. After he tagged me on the shoulder, he said, what?
You're out.
You're out. You're out. Okay. That's a logical answer, isn't it? That's kind of logical. Okay, let's see what... See, here's the definitive thing here, John. He was a bit strange, so he might have not been quite as logical. So we'll see what the kids say. Well, Mr. Hanks, I mean... All right, so Tom Kenny, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob, among many other things. SpongeBob is here. Tom, he's looking for you're out. What did you say?
Well, if he wasn't strange, you're out is what he would say. But since
so.
he's a little weird, he said, you're in.
You're in. You're in. Okay.
Wow.
I
In a really flirty voice. He said it in a really flirty way.
Did he? How did he say it?
He said, you're in.
How would SpongeBob say it in that flirty voice?
Well, first of all, SpongeBob would say hello to Briella and Alina and Grandma Lee, and then he would say, you're in.
Not sure you want to associate that with the kids, Tom. Okay, well, you're in is not a duplicate. Sorry, John. Let's go over to Mr. Clown. See what? Oh, Mr. Clown. Oh, you okay, Mr. Clown? Is everything all right, Mr. Clown?
Oh yeah, no, I just, I'm just as an outsider. I don't appreciate when people have to hide behind characters to try and make people laugh.
I see.
It's a little off-putting. It's a crutch. It's a crutch, I tell you, Bill. Now, Bill, just following the lead, I'm just curious. Is there any way you explained the rules of the game to any of the contestants before we started playing?
I mentioned it. Yeah. I mentioned it to him before the game started. Yeah.
Okay. My fake answer was he said, "Do you know the score?" Which would be an odd thing for someone to ask. And the real answer that I wrote is, tag you're it, which
you're
is
it.
tag you're
Instead
it.
of you're out, you're it. That makes sense
because
too.
he's strange.
That makes sense too. But still, not a
May I
duplicate.
point out that is one consonant away from my answer?
No, it's adjacent to funny,
Yeah.
Tom. It's adjacent to funny. I agree.
Okay, let's go to the young retired couple in Burbank, Fred and Sherry. Sherry, you already showed it to us, but that's okay. What did you want to say?
Bro,
What do you got there?
show him again.
You're it. You're it. That seems to be the definitive answer so far. Not a duplicate. I'm sorry, John. That's all right, John. Don't worry. There's plenty of game to be played. Laura Post. Let's go to Laura Post. She's a big deal in the animation world. My God, you hear her voice on commercials. Laura, what did you say? He's looking for you're out.
I don't know baseball at all, and
This could work out.
So I just was like, this guy's weird, and so he said, well, you can't read that at all. Bazinga. There we go.
Is it Bazinga?
Nothing, like you're in, out, it's nothing.
Bazinga works.
Totally random. So he's a weird guy.
See, John, at least yours made sense. Okay, there you go. Right. Let's go to little Jackie Emerson. Jackie from the Hunger Games, and she was on Chicago Med, all those shows. Jackie, what did you say? He's looking for you're out.
Okay, at first I also thought you're in, Tom, so not a bad one. But then I changed it because I was going with the strangeness to what's your name, because it was specified so many times that it was Bob the baseball player.
Okay, all right.
Maybe
I'll give you that one.
I think I went too deep now. I analyzed.
Tom, let's go back to Tom for a second. Tom, you weren't saying you're in, like he wet his pants, were you?
No, I wasn't saying that. No, the opposite of you're out.
Okay, all right. I just
Bravo,
wanted to
Bill.
see. I want to see where your mind was.
Incontinence is always good for humorous effect.
Okay, there you go. Let's go to Little Dana Powers. Little Dana Powers. Dana, he's looking for you're out.
All I could think at first was that he whispered, "Go Cubs."
Atta girl, Dana.
But I too had no idea how to answer this and just heard the word tag, and so I also wrote "You're it."
You're it. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, John. There you go, John. So you didn't get anything on that round, but there's going to be a second round, and so when you listen to the questions, here's the thing, John. These questions are terrible. They're from 1977, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're doing fine, okay? All right, Mike. Mike, you got a question here. Let's get to your question A. Let's see what you get. Oh, you get a holiday theme. Everybody plays on this one. Mike and Eve are going to answer. They're going to put their heads together and come up with something perfect. Perfect. All right, the Wolfman. The Wolfman. The Wolfman loves Halloween. When the trick-or-treaters come to his front door, he loves to give them blank. The Wolfman, okay? The Wolfman loves Halloween. When the trick-or-treaters come to his front door, he loves to give them blank. Okay, so he's the Wolfman, so keep that in mind, everybody. It's the Wolfman. Dana, you already have one? Dana, you came up. Wow, Dana came up with something.
I blinked on the last one for a bit.
No, you're good. You're good.
This one
Who
was
do we have? We
immediate.
got, did we lose all of our streaming people, Shane?
Look
Did
at
we
this
lose them?
audience.
Or do we have people on there? Oh, there they are. Okay, all right. Okay. I was just checking.
The chat is ready.
Okay, the
to
Wolfman
explain this.
loves Halloween. When the trick-or-treaters come to his front door, he loves to give them something. Tom, are you about ready? Do you have something? Okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody. All right, Mike and Eve. Mike and Eve. The Wolfman loves Halloween. When the trick-or-treaters come to his front door, he loves to give them what?
Wait for it.
A full moon.
No, Tom. No, not you, Tom. Not you, Tom. I'm waiting for them.
You said Tom. You said
No,
Tom, are you
I
ready?
just no. Now, Tom, you've played the game.
You said,
I said,
Tom,
"Are you ready?" Now let's go to Mike. I was asking Mike and
hey,
Eve.
Tom, are you ready? Let's go to some other guy, not you.
Yeah, I need to know that you're ready so that I can come to you later.
Yeah,
But
well,
nobody
why did
saw
you
your
only
answer.
ask me? Why did you only ask me?
Don't worry about it. Nobody saw your answer. Here's the
You're
thing.
in. You're in.
Let me just talk to the audience for a second. This guy directs a lot of cartoons. I mean, he's given great responsibilities here, you know?
I'm also drunk.
Well, that's part of it, too. All right, now, Mike and Eve. Tom, don't say anything. Don't do anything, Tom.
Hey, don't ask me if I'm ready. I'm ready, okay? I'm ready. I'm freaking ready. When you come to me, I'll be ready.
All right, Mike and Eve. Mike and Eve. That ain't Mike and Eve. Where's Mike and Eve? Where'd they
We're
go?
ready.
Hey, Jackie. Shane, what happened? Okay. Give it a second. Okay, there they are. There they are.
Worst second anniversary ever.
Mike and Eve. When the trick-or-treaters come to his front door, he loves to give them what?
A full moon.
A full moon. Oh, no, that's a very good answer. I like that.
I like it.
Good answer.
Okay, now let's go to Tom. There you are, Tom.
Wait, are you ready,
Tom, they're
Dana?
looking for
Dana, are you ready?
a full moon from you.
Oh, that comes later. You got to play your cards right. You got to buy me dinner first. But
I was wondering how
I would
committed
say-
you'd get.
Yes, I would say fleas.
Fleas. Oh, fleas. Okay, the Wolfman.
He gives them fleas because he's the Wolfman.
All right, that is not obviously a duplicate. So let's go to Mr. Clown. Mr. Clown, all this clowning around. What did you say, Mr. Clown?
First of all, Bill, I have a quick question.
Oh, yes, Mr. Clown.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Did you explain to the celebrities how the game is played?
No, that I didn't do.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Okay, I'm just curious. Also, is there any federal regulation of having your relatives be contestants on a show with so much prize money?
No. They're almost sure to win tonight.
I will not testify on your behalf. I'm just being upfront, Bill, in the trial of the people.
As I told you
Bill
earlier,
Holmes.
this doesn't go out on the air. This is all just in the studio here.
Okay, well then everybody benefits. Okay,
yes,
now
exactly. He's
young
looking
Bill,
for a full moon, Mr. Clown.
Yeah, well, at first I said a hickey, which I thought would be a funny answer.
Okay.
But then I just saw, so I said a howl at the moon.
A howl at the moon.
Yeah, check with your crooked judges.
Should we go to the judge? A full moon and a howl at the moon. George, what do you think? Is that a duplicate at all?
Well, in light of pending legal proceedings, Doc, I'm afraid that is not a duplicate.
That is not a duplicate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go over to Fred and Sherry. Fred and Sherry, we're looking for a full moon. You have one for us? Is Sherry going to moon us? A bite. Oh, okay. All right. When trick-or-treaters come to the front door, he loves to give them a bite. That's a good one. That's a good answer. I like that.
The full moonty.
What, Laura Post, what do you say?
So I first thought of belly rubs, and because dogs. Then I worried about the optics, so I changed it to dog biscuits.
A dog biscuit. Okay.
But it's still not a full moon.
or being Halloween, it could be a doggy treat.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Still, no duplicate here. Jackie, what do you say, Jackie? They're looking for a full moon.
That he would give them a fright, which I would argue, if I opened a door and saw a full moon, that would scare the bejesus out of me.
George, a fright, a full moon?
You want to give it to me?
Little Dana Powers. Dana, what do you say? You got a moon in there for the kids?
I gotta say, a full moon was like the perfect answer. Good on you guys. I wrote kibble.
Kibble and bits. Okay. So Shane had a good answer for that. He said earlier a moon pie. A moon pie. I thought that was a good one too. All right, so let's see. What's the score there, Shano? What's the score? Whoa! Ooh, a couple of goose eggs. All right. Well, let's get on with the show, and we'll go to round 2 right after this commercial break.
Find Pandora.
We're all good together.
With Contour from Cox, you'll find more than your favorite music apps. You'll find your together.
We're all good together.
Oh my goodness. Who was that voiceover? Who was that voiceover on that commercial? It was little Dana Powers. Look at that. I was trying to figure out where you were going with that one, Shane.
One of the Cox.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Robbie commercial we had just would have been a little funnier, but we got Dana in there. We're plugging Dana. All right, so nobody's winning this damn thing. Who chose first last time? John did. So we're gonna go to Michael. Mike and Eve. What do you want? Question A or question B?
Go B, Bill.
B. All right. That worked out so good for John. You're gonna try it yourself. Okay, now this is round 2. These should be a little easier. Everyone plays because the contestants suck at this game. All right, so here we go.
Or the panel.
John said to the psychiatrist, "My wife needs your help. Last night I confessed to her that I was bit by a chicken." I'm sorry. No, stop that. I read that totally wrong. I'm going to start over.
Are you ready, Bill?
Mr. Clown, do you want to ask me if anybody explained the show to me?
Yes, Bill. Bill, your Master of Ceremonies card is going to get revoked.
Look at this. You know what's happening? This is the first show that I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking ever. The first show I'm drinking water. And that's what happened.
Bill, I think you should also write an apology to Mr. Tom Kenny for setting him up for a public failure.
I'll put it in writing.
You're
All
on
right, here we
thin ice,
go. Let's
Bill.
start over.
We got Wink Martindale on speed dial.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Bill. Hey, Bill. Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready,
Yes.
Bill? Okay.
Yes.
Just checking. Just want to be sure. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. John said to the psychiatrist, "My wife needs your help. Last night, I confessed to her that I was a bit of a chicken. That's when she tried to blank me." John said, "Last night, I confessed to her chicken. That's when she tried to blank me." Now, at some point, Tom, I'm going to ask you if you're ready. That doesn't mean I want your answer. I'm just wondering if you have an answer written down on a... No, don't. Where are you going? Where did Tom go? He left. He left. See? Okay. All right. So, Tom, are you ready, Tom?
This feels like a trap.
No, I just want to know if you have something written down on the card.
Yes, I do.
Okay, don't say anything. 'Cause
No.
Now I'm going to go
Don't
to...
stop
who is
talking
it?
to me.
Mike and Eve. I'm going to go to Mike and Eve. Okay. Mike and Eve, there we are. John said to the psychiatrist, "My wife needs your help. Last night, I confessed to her that I was a bit of a chicken. That's when she tried to blank me."
That's when she tried to pluck me.
Pluck me. See, there, that's a good answer. Pluck me. Pluck me. Fine answer. I told you the second round was easier. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Tom Kinney, and we're going to ask Tom what he wrote down on this card. Tom, they're looking for pluck me.
First of all, that's a double entendre. That's a little on the spicy side. Second of all, come on, baby.
There it is. Pluck me. There we go. Hey. We have a duplicate finally. Success. Let's go over to Mr. Clown. Mr. Clown, he's looking for pluck me. They're both looking for pluck me.
Yes, Bill. I at first I wrote air fry me, which doesn't make any sense, but it is low fat. And then, but then I said, I'm sorry, in the Tom Kenny world, I'm only one letter off. Peck me.
Peck me.
Two
Peck
letters
me.
off.
That is
So
not
peck
a
me.
peck is not a pluck.
Can you go to the crooked judge and see what he says? If we
Let's go to the crooked judge.
What did I ever do to you, Mr. Clown? Gee.
Mr. Judge, there was a little bit of payola that should have hit your desk to keep some of the lousy sound effects from drowning me out, but it did not open the envelope.
George, I'm going to guess that is not a duplicate.
Well, pluck me, Bill. No, that is not a duplicate. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. So let's go over to Fred and Sherry. They're looking for pluck me. Hold on, wait. There we go.
I thought he said, "Fuck me." So this would be a match with what I thought it was.
Spatchcock me? I don't even know what that means.
Bill, I think English as a first language should be one of the prerequisites.
Am I supposed to know what that means? Am I just being stupid, guys?
Split it down the spine and you rip it apart and you crush it.
Oh my Lord! I would say that is not a pluck. That's not a pluck. So we'll move on. Although Mike and Eve, I think pluck is the definitive answer. Let's go to Laura Post here. What do you got, Laura?
Well, at first I thought you were gonna say bit by a chicken, and we're gonna get into werefowl and whatnot. But when we got it all fixed, I went with pluck.
Pluck. There we go. There's a
Yay.
duplicate. There's a duplicate.
this
Laura's
time.
not gonna let you down. All right, Jackie.
Okay, similar to Mr. Clown, my first thought was fry me, which is the high fat option. I then changed it.
Fly me to the moon if the Wolfman's involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I changed it to something that also doesn't make sense, which is eat me.
Eat me. I confessed to her that I was a bit of a chicken. That's when she tried to eat me. Okay. All right. I'm just going to move on from that. Okay, or I'll get in trouble. Little Dana Powers. They're looking for pluck me.
Yeah, I think that was the answer.
There you go. Pluck me. Okay. So what do we got there? We got 3 matches? 3 matches. Okay, Mike and Eve, you're doing okay so far. John, let's see what you got here. You get question A, and let's see. Oh, this might be a winner for you, John. Okay, don't screw this up, John. Everybody plays on this one, and John, man, don't screw this up, man. All right, Carl. Everybody listening? Carl the Cannibal wanted a square meal, so he went all the way out to Hollywood and ate blank. Carl the Cannibal wanted a square meal, so he went all the way out to Hollywood and ate blank. Okay? All right, so who do we have out there? Dave Summers. Dave Summers is out there. Dave's talking to us like crazy too, with a bunch of answers. And I saw my sister earlier, and we got some other people out there. So thanks for tuning back in. Audience out there online, thank you very much. Hey, oh my gosh, look at all the people out there in our live studio audience. Oh, that's going to cost us some money for tacos, isn't it? Okay, Tom, I'm only asking you if you're ready. Are you ready? Don't say anything. I just need to know if you're ready. Tom, Kenny, give me a.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
I just wondering
what was
if
the
you're ready.
question?
That's all. Don't say anything. Just tell me if you're ready. Okay, he's ready. All right, let's go to John. Let's go to John. John, Carl the Cannibal wanted a square meal, so he went all the way out to Hollywood and ate.
Tom Kenny, SpongeBob.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you said the second part of that. Otherwise, we would have had a terrible thing with the judge here. Tom, Carl the Cannibal, he wanted a square meal, so he went all the way to Hollywood and he ate what?
Well, my first answer.
Yeah? Pat Boone, a square meal. I get it. I'm old. SpongeBob. There we go. There's the duplicate. There we go. Oh, Mike and Eve, it's not looking good. You should have gone with A. Hey, Mr. Clown, what do you say? He's looking for SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, no, well, first of all, I appreciated the Pat Boone reference.
I did too.
Because Rudy Valley is no longer relevant. And so you couldn't say that.
Okay.
First, Bill, are you still there?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what the audience in the driveway is watching? Do you know what show they're watching? Because they seem to be smiling and laughing.
I think they were watching the playoff game. They're watching
the playoff game. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So at first I said Mr. Rogers, but then I remembered who one of the special celebrity guests was, and I wrote
SpongeBob. There we go. There's a duplicate right there. All right, you need 1 to tie and 2 to win, John. Fred and Sherry, what do we have
I needed
there
an old reference,
for young John? Wendy. Oh. Wendy's. Oh, Wendy's. Okay. Wendy's have the square hamburgers. That's a perfectly fine answer. I mean, you could have said White Castle for that much too. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Currently the SpongeBob meal at Wendy's. If I can plug that as long as it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's that tie-in going on right now. I get nothing from it.
Except the satisfaction of knowing that people are eating you. All right, so Laura Post, they're looking for SpongeBob for a tie.
Okay, so they're going to Hollywood. I'm trying to think of famous Hollywood squares, and I wound up saying Paul Lynde. There it goes. In my defense, He's a cartoon
I get it.
character.
I totally get it.
But yeah, fall in.
I
Famous
think that's-
Hollywood Square.
That's a
But anyway,
fine answer.
Alas.
I know. I might have said Peter Marshall over
Fair.
Paul Lynde, but yeah, I'll give it. All right, so John, I thought this was a slam dunk for you. Let's see if we can get a tie here. What do we say, Jackie? He's looking for SpongeBob.
I was at such a loss. I'm gonna be honest. First, I wrote a bento box, which makes absolutely no
Yeah.
sense. And then I was like, you know what? A full moon. And then I
full
was
moon.
like, really not
A full moon.
there. And I settled
Fine.
on a TV.
A TV. Oh, a square meal. Okay. All right. TV dinner.
Right.
Kind of a TV dinner. John, I swear to God, I thought for sure. I thought for sure you were going to win with this one. I've been saving this question for months until Tom was on the show. Dana, you are John's last hope for a tie here, Dana.
Well, I want to say you're welcome to someone, and I'm sorry to someone else.
What'd you say?
Because I did write Tom Kenny, Mr. Squarepants.
Okay, there you go. That's almost a full match then. Okay, so we tied it up. Holy moly, we've tied it up. Now we got to go to these tie-break questions. Okay.
Take that, Pat Boone.
Huh?
I said, take that, Pat Boone.
Okay, so now everybody's going to play, and then in the tie break, we just go with whoever gets the most answers. Okay, all right. So who picked? Mike, you picked last time, so I'm going to let John pick first. What would you like? Would you like A or B, John?
A.
A. All right. Okay. Here's A. Wait a minute. I gotta. Okay. Okay. All right, John, ready? My blind date last night really looked like a monkey. While we were walking to the restaurant, he kept complaining that I was stepping on his blank. Okay, my blind date last night really looked like a monkey. While we were walking to the restaurant, he kept complaining that I was stepping on his blank. A monkey man. He looked like a monkey. Okay, so come up with an answer in your head there, John.
Wait, can you read it one more time? I was dancing.
Yes, I can. My blind date last night really looked like a monkey. While we were walking to the restaurant, he kept complaining that I was stepping on his blank. Okay? All right. Tom, I'm going to assume you're done. So, John, I'm going to come to you for an answer, John. Stepping on his blank. What's the blank, John?
First it was bananas, but I'm going to go with tail.
Tail. Okay, kept complaining that I was stepping on his tail. Tom Kinney, he's looking for a tail. What do you say? Tail, there we go.
We're all looking for
There's
some
one.
tail. We're all looking for some tail on a Friday night. There we go. Yep, tail. Might I add that monkeys have tails, apes do not.
Okay. Mr. Clown, he's looking for a tail. What do you say?
Well, Bill, in an attempt at humor, I originally wrote down organ, as in fill in the blank with your imagination. But there are early organ grinders, as you remember, from the cartoon days. But I have to say that I did write tail.
Tail, there it is.
Thank you, Tom
Okay.
Kenny, for the assist.
Fred and Sherry.
Hurdy
Looking for
gurdy.
tail.
Well, first, we went with
Okay.
But then we went with, for reals,
Tail, there we go. Wow. Tail seems to be the answer.
You know, Bill,
Yes,
can I
Mr.
just
Klein.
say this?
Sure.
I haven't seen this much tail since I was at Jumbo's Clown Room.
Let's go to Laura
Where
Post.
Courtney Love used to dance. Yeah.
Is that true, Tom?
That is very true.
And
Google it.
did you tip her?
No. It was her night off.
Okay. Bill.
Yes,
Bill.
Mr. Clown.
I'm terribly sorry, but for our international audience, Jumbo's Clown Room is a club where women dance on Hollywood Boulevard, I believe.
Thank you, Mr. Clown. See, that's why I was trying to move along here. Laura, what do you got? Tail?
Well, I'm sure that you're hoping for everybody to give you the right answer. You can always count on me to do something dumb. So I said fingers.
Fingers and knuckles.
I thought, you know.
I like it.
He was dragging him.
Not a slam dunk. There's
thinking
room
about
for
tails.
for the
Fingers
kids.
have tails. You're right.
Doc, what are fingers if not tails of the hand? I mean, really.
I don't think so.
I love you, George. Thank you for making me feel a bit better.
That's the corrupt judge kicking in.
Let's go to Jackie.
Don't bring Aileen Cannon into this.
Jackie, tail. There we go. There's one more. Little Dana. What do you got, Dana? Tail again.
Good job,
All right,
everybody.
so there's room. There's room for Mike and Eve, but we got 5 on that one. All right, so Mike and Eve, here's yours. You ready? Everybody plays. The first design of Iron Man's suit was not so great. Originally, it was made out of blank. The first design of Iron Man's suit was not so great. Originally, it was made out of blank. Okay. All right, Tom, I think you're ready. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Tom. Thumbs up? Okay, great. Let's go to Mike and Eve. They are ready. Where'd the question go? Here it is. The first design of Iron Man's suit was not so great. Originally, it was made out of what, Mike?
I say paper mache.
Paper mache. A fine answer. Iron Man, paper mache. Tom, he's looking for paper mache. Aluminum. Aluminium. Okay.
Recyclable, but incorrect.
Yes. Okay, Mike, I believe you have to get this one in order to remain in the game, right? Yeah. So, Mr. Clown, he's looking for paper mache.
Bill, I think you're safe from any type of lawsuit for nepotism or helping relatives win.
Yeah,
So at first I wrote lead because I thought that might get a chuckle, but I was wrong. And so now, then I wrote iron because that seems like an obvious answer. However, Bill, may I just add, just so Mike and Eve don't feel bad, the chance of paper mache ever being said on this game show is 0. 0.
Well, I think they feel better.
Oh, die, so.
I think they feel better. So unfortunately, we don't have anything. What did you say, Fred and Sherry? Real quick, what did you say? We'll go through irons. What did you say, Laura?
Cardboard.
Laura, what'd you say? Huh?
Cardboard.
What? I can't say. Okay. Jackie, you said iron. Jackie. Okay. All right. Okay. Copper. All right. Well,
Bill,
Mike,
1 second.
Mike, you didn't
Bill-
win, but that means John. John wins the game. John wins the game.
Mike's.
What do we have for John there, Shane?
He's going crazy.
Oh, look at that.
He's going nuts.
Yeah.
He's going nuts.
And what do we
Bill,
have
Bill.
for Mike and Eve?
Bill?
What do we have for Mike and Eve? Oh, little piles of shit. There you go. Okay.
Bill, I just want to apologize for my outburst, Bill.
Oh no, that's fine, Mr. Clown.
I want to
have you on the
apologize
show.
personally to Mike and Eve for my outburst for jumping on them for their stupid answer.
Thank you, Mr. Clown.
You're welcome.
Apology accepted. Okay. All right, we're gonna move this along to the second.
Bill, I also want
second
to
the-
apologize for Mr. Clown's outburst.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, we're gonna move on to the second and last round right after this commercial break.
listen, what's the quickest way to Antigua? Anago, right.
You're gonna make a left on Crystal Lake Road. Now, the road's a little small, it's bumpy, it's gravelly, but, it's gonna save you about 3 hours on your trip.
You better watch your back.
You almost killed us, asshole.
Hey, I said I was sorry.
Where the hell are we, Kyle?
How the hell should I know?
You take very good care of your feet. I like that.
We're stuck in the middle of goddamn nowhere and you're being a pussy.
Joseph, if you catch her, you can keep her. Seven and a half. My favorite.
Hey, there we go. Hey, it's Halloween time. We're plugging the horror film Stump the Band, the first ever rock and roll horror comedy chick flick. Okay, go out and purchase it at stumptheband.com. All right. So, John, you're going to have to match something, not match, you're going to have to fill in the blank of something here in a minute. But you get to pick 3 celebrity guest panelists, okay, to help you. So I'm going to give you what it is. And before you say anything, we'll get the answers from the celebrity guest panelists. Okay, John? So you're going to have to fill in the blank for, let me explain. You can win, no, go ahead, Shane. You can win $1, you can win $2.50, or you can win $5 with the top answer of the 3. Okay, so here it is. Blank wonder. Blank wonder. Now, don't say anything, John. You think about it for a minute. And you get to pick one of the celebrities, 3 of them actually, but one right now, in order to help you with your answer. Who would you like help from?
Tom Kenny, SpongeBob.
Tom Kenny, SpongeBob, blank wonder. What do you say? You can just say it, Tom.
I wrote it down. I'm not lazy.
Small. Okay.
Small wonder.
Small wonder. Small wonder. A fine answer. John, who else would you like some help from?
Let's do Mr. Clown.
Mr. Clown.
Not to be outdone by Mr. Tom, I said Stevie.
Stevie Wonder. A fine songwriter, stylist, Stevie Wonder from Motown. And one more, John. Who do you want help from?
Little Dana.
Little Dana Powers. Dana?
Okay, all that came to mind, and I don't know if this is a good answer or not, is Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder. Yeah, like Robin. Robin the Boy Wonder, right? Okay, so John, you have a choice of small, Stevie, or boy, or if you think you have a better answer on your own, you could give us that too. What do you say? Now is the time for you to tell us your answer.
It's gotten me in trouble before, but I'm going to go with the truth. I thought of Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder. Okay. All right, little Dana. All right, Shane. Shane, what is the $1 response? One hit wonder. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Tom, I thought maybe you would have come up with that. You're being in the music business and all.
Yeah. I went with the bad sitcom about the little robot girl from the 80s.
Oh, right. That's right.
Thinking about.
What is the $2.50 response, Shano? Boy, hey, there we go. That's a winner. That's a winner. At $2.50. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the number one is? What do you guys think it is?
You gotta be
Stevie?
small.
It's gonna be
Stevie,
Stevie.
small?
Gotta be Stevie.
What do we
Gotta
got
be
there?
small.
What do we got, Shane?
Stevie.
Stevie Wonder. There you go.
I'm always wrong.
Stevie Wonder.
I would have said it if I thought of it.
I think that should be a lesson, Bill.
Our audience that we poll is an older generation, I think. All right, so, hey, John, you won $2.50. That's great. So let's move on to the fantastic round where you get to pick one celebrity guest panelist to help you. But before we go to that, George, who is sponsoring the fantastic round?
I'm so glad you asked, Bill. Tonight is the answer that you wrote on your card, the same as the answer that I wrote on my card. Fantastic Round is brought to you by Carcerum branded merchandise. Sure, I could tell you all the amazing things that make Carcerum branded merchandise the wardrobe choice of the fashion forward, but why not quote our host, Bill Holmes, from last week's episode when he shared, I think from day one that we've been doing this show, nobody has ever bought any merchandise. Nobody. 350,000 people have downloaded this damn show. Nobody buys the merchandise. Quite the sales pitch, isn't it? But listen, folks, if 148 million Americans can be wrong about their presidential candidate, then certainly 350,000 people can be wrong about Carcerum branded merchandise. So don't delay. Head on over to CarcerumTheSeries.com and pick up some official Carcerum branded merchandise today. Back to you, Bill.
George, I said that in complete confidence, George. I didn't think you would be. Okay. Hey, I got the Stump the Band merchandise on tonight, but hey, dude, please. Go to the website and get this. Okay, whatever.
Bill, I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Clown. Drag this out even longer.
Yeah, I noticed that the studio audience, is there a dress code in any way for the studio audience?
No, I don't think so. It's not
okay, I'm just
1958.
checking. Yeah, if you cut to them at this moment, I think you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, let's see there. Yeah, okay.
Pants. I think pants should be one of the things that the audience should have.
Yeah? Okay. All right, we'll put that in the memo next time.
Hey, Bill?
Memo. Yes?
Bill, can we see Mr. Clown's pants? Just
Yeah,
saying.
where are your pants, Mr. Clown? Huh? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's wearing
okay.
pants.
Fair.
And may I say, Mr.
I will
Clown.
take a written apology.
May I say, Mr. Clown, you're quite flexible.
You
All right,
here
John.
with the torch and trousers. I like it.
John. Okay. Now, before I say anything, we're going to get you to pick one of these celebrities that you want help with before I tell you what's on this card. Who do you want help from? Yeah, they have to match exactly.
Jackie.
Jackie Emerson. Okay, Jackie, you're going to write down.
prepared for this.
Jackie, you're going to write down your answer on your card, okay? Okay, and John, you're just going to think about it. Don't say anything yet, John, okay? And here's the question. Ghost blank. Ghost blank. Ghost blank. Ghost blank. Ghost blank. Ghost blank.
I got one.
Hey, big shout out to Tim McEwen out there. He's watching the show tonight. How you doing, Tim? All right, Jackie, do you have something written down? Okay, so John, I'm going to ask you for your answer first before she shows us her answer. Ghost blank. What do you say, John?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. That surprised me. I was thinking.
Sorry, I let down.
No, don't. Let's see what you got, Jackie. Jackie, what do you got? This is
I
for
went with
$25.
Ghostface.
Ghostface. Oh,
Character.
my goodness. Ghostface. I thought for sure Ghostbusters. I thought it'd be
No, I didn't even
Ghostbusters.
think
You
of
know?
that.
All right, well, look, John, you didn't win the big money, but you did win $2.50. I hope you had a good time. Mike and Eve, I'm glad you were here. I hope you all had fun. Our celebrity guest panelists, thank you. George, take us out of here, George.
Happy to do it, Bill. Tonight's episode was unofficially sponsored by Fortaleza, the best goddamn tequila I've ever had. Remember, folks, if the tequila tried to kill you, then I'd bet you didn't get you some of that sweet and tasty nectar that we know as Fortaleza. In addition to Fortaleza, this broadcast is actually sponsored in part by...
I wanna tell you about yeah, they call me the most. Yeah, yeah, just start it in your mind.
Would you like to appear on a future episode of Is the Answer That You Wrote on Your Card the same as the answer that I wrote on my card? Simply send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address listed on your screen. Or email us at contestants@ITATYWOYCTSATATIWOMC.com. This is George Ackles speaking for Is the Answer That You Wrote on Your Card the same as the answer that I wrote on my card? An SSP and Compost Productions production. In addition to our sponsors, Bill Holmes' wardrobe was generously furnished by Castaway Castoffs. That's Castaway Castoffs, where we have no phone, no lights, no motor car, not a single luxury. No, we only sell gently used merchant wardrobe pieces from the 1964 sitcom Gilligan's Island. So join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile at Castaway Castoffs. Back to you, Bill.
Thank you, George. George Ackles, everybody. Hey, I want to ask Tom Kinney. Tom, are you playing somewhere tomorrow night, you said?
We are. We're playing at the beautiful Palace Theater in downtown Los Angeles. Tomorrow, there's a whole they're closing down a ton of downtown for this big music festival called Broadway Night Lights, and we're at the Palace Theater at 6 p.m., but the whole shebang starts at 4.
So go see Tom Kenny and the High Seas tomorrow night downtown. Thank you all for playing the game tonight. Thanks for tuning in if you did. Good night, everybody.